Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, my name is Wilfred and welcome to my channel. If you like this sort of video on the Marvel Heroes, do check out the link at the description below. There's a playlist for you just for Marvel Heroes video. Now, if you have been away for quite some time and you probably may have heard or may not have heard that there will be very big changes coming up on this game, Marvel Heroes. And the first update was that there will be no power ranks and there's no hotbar dancing, but there will be some kind of talent system, talent and trait, just like a little bit more like World of Warcraft and so on. And then the second post is talking about the there'll be no more unique. There's item update, no more unique, but they will have something called Omega rarity items for us to collect and so on, and that's addressed by my another video as well. So then after that, there's another kind of a timeline update on what is going to happen, what are the events that are leading to all these changes, because all these changes not going to come up like on day one everything get changed. It'll be on a phase kind of approach. So I talk about that as well. This video is on the Infinity system, which they have hinted for quite some time, and I've already speculated it will be like an uncapped Omega system. So more or less it's something like that, and so this is what this video is about. Omega system is no more. That would, I think to some of us could be quite shocking, but in return there's something called the Infinity system. Now what the Infinity system does is that, it kind of recognize some of the kind of shortfalls on the Omega system. I think for the new players, and I do met quite a number of you as well, who may not be so keen to read through pages and pages of the Omega system just to know which are the nodes to go for and so on, although I do have videos to help you out on that. So they kind of recognize the kind of, it's kind of overwhelming for people who are new to the game and who do not want to read through all these things and kind of plan the path to research upon the nooks that you want. And so they're going to drop the whole Omega system. And another thing is that I think from a personal experience is that a lot of nooks are quite similar as well. It's either going for the flat damage or crit damage or attribute and so on. So, I mean, there are same nooks that give you strength. I think there are at least a couple of nooks that give you strength, some with trade-off that you may not like, some with other item like health or whatnot that make it more expensive and so on. So, I think in a way, they're going to simplify the whole thing in a big way, simplification. So what it really happened is that they would create a new system called the Infinity system. And in this Infinity system, there will be 6 themes to it, the 6 infinity germs to it. And the type of germs are mind, power, reality, soul, space, and time. There'll be kind of like a theme to it. So my take from this particular screenshot is that this will be the overall kind of like overall view of your Infinity system, because as of now, if you go to Omega system, you don't really know how many points you have invested in each of those like themes on the very first page of the Omega system. So I think in the Infinity system, they want you to at least have some kind of like belonging to certain build, like, oh, I'm a DPS kind of build, I'm like a defensive kind of build kind of thing. So I think they try to do it from that angle, I think, they do have some kind of like a illustration on what some of these germs could be. But I think I'm keen to hear your thought as well, how you speculate all the themes is supposed, what are they going to be. But I think in a way, they're trying to group certain nodes together into a theme, which I think is a good thing in some sense, because it could be one gem is more for DPS, one gem is more for like a defensive and utility. Maybe there's something for treasure hunting, for XP kind of hunting, I hope. There are also some on team buff in the Omega system, so I thought maybe they kind of group that together into one theme. I do not know. And I hope there's something for hybrid, for summoner as well. And I know some of you, not all, I don't, but I know some of you like kind of proc-based kind of random nature, some ability to happen kind of thing. So maybe there are kind of like different gems to all these purposes. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm actually rather interested to see how it turns out, but whether I like it or not, that will be another video to talk about that. Now, another thing that I think some of you may have anticipated, I've already anticipated for the worst, is that there will be no more cap. So it means that you can continue to earn infinity points as you play this game. Some of us spend a lot of time grinding for XP just to be at a certain level to conquer certain game content. Moving forward, I do not know what's going to happen, but I think it will reward those who are very committed to the game, be it as time or money. So, and I think, well, it is what it is. I mean, I'm never a big fan of the cap itself being removed, because I thought maybe it's good to have some kind of like mechanism to get up to a certain level. Then after that, you gear something else. But this is going to be the new way. And also the changes is that I think right now you can only access the Omega system when your hero is level 30. But now you can access the Omega system for any level, Infinity system at any level, so long as you have one hero that is up to level 60, which is not really that hard to achieve. So I mean, there are some of the points on that, whether you're leveling or not. But I think in some sense, well, we will see how it goes. You continue to earn experience, keep grinding for XP to get higher and higher infinity point. And I think the second thing that came to my mind, guess what the first thing is, I'll talk a little bit about it later in the video, is that it's going to be a cash cow for Gazillion, I think. I mean, I think a lot of people, some of you, maybe like the new board of director who has a lot of money, play this game but don't know where to blow the money. I guess from now you can have infinity points, infinite infinity points to farm. So you could actually buy infinite number of XP booster to get your hero to be more powerful. That's how one way to see it. I don't know. I mean, how do you guys think about this whole booster? Will you be buying booster now? Now that with more XP bonus, you get infinity point faster, potentially make all your heroes stronger. So would you pay to play this game? Let me know in the comment box below. But the second thing is that what is underneath the power gem is that there will be certain card points, and the whole system being simplified into 5 points, out of which one of them is infinite. So how you would probably envisage that to be is that maybe some of them is plus physical damage, maybe another one is that maybe life hit, I don't know. Some of them is then the top part maybe is a plus strength. Then so long as you have a lot of infinity points, you can spend it on the strength until it is like really sky high, maybe plus 100 strength. I don't know what will happen, but you can build your hero that way if you want. So five nooks within a germ, one of which is infinite, that you can just dump all the thing. I think in a sense, the way that I would probably approach it is that out of these 5, probably there will be one nook that's the best, and you probably want to dump all the points you have there, and whichever left behind, you may consider kind of like fill up the rest, or you may want to consider having a balanced approach and look at other gems as well to see which are the infinite nooks to go after. All right, so that's something to think about on this whole infinite. It's really, really simplified. The whole thing is so simplified that it does look like a Diablo 3. You'll see later. All right. So now, how to convert from today's Omega point to the later on the infinity point is that some of you may have 10,000 Omega points, and what happened is that it will be divided by 10, round up, so 10,000 become 1,000 infinity point. So what happened in the initial part of the game is that they will spread this infinity point across all the different gems, and they would, I presume they will just spread it across equally, amount all the nodes you have, become like an equally balanced hero. And I think there will be, you can reset them and sort of like reallocate a point and so on and so forth. So now I think they try to sell the idea that smaller costs with bigger impacts. I don't know. I don't really know what kind of bigger impacts they are talking about. Like I really don't know. I can't really speculate at all like what they're going to do to it. But I think they're consolidating the nodes of the Omega nodes, and to make it there. So, I mean, they say even one node can make a difference. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. But if you look at the attribute itself, if you look at, say, Warpath right now, it's 225 points per +1 fighting. Of course, there's one node that lead to it, but that node also has its utility as well. It's not really point wasted in the sense. There's also Super Soldier Serum that costs 220 points give you a plus strength to it, and the point leading to that super soldier serum actually pretty good as well. It gives you the physical damage and so on. So with the infinity system, what it really means is that +1 strength could cost up to 250 points. So the way I see it is that it will be more expensive to go for attribute. And I think, you know, to be honest, when they first uncapped the Omega system to 10,000, in the test center, I went through that. The attribute actually become, you know, there's quite a lot of nerf in the Omega nodes. So I think they try to gradually nerf it. So they've done something on the Omega cap, and after that, they are now going to lift the whole cap with the cost to attribute even higher. So, but you know, knowing Gazillion, they always market in such a way that they focus on things that you know, you can catch and say, oh yeah, you know, smaller point give you bigger impact. So that's what they're trying to sell you. All right, so that is something that to note, and also and also I think the you know that there isn't a lot of things going on here. It's not really a complicated system now. I don't think they can talk anything more than that, because you're talking about 6 germs. Within 6 germs, there are a couple of nodes. That's it, right? Compared to what we have in Omega system. And that's it. I mean, what's more to talk about, really? And they are talking about the next final one is personal difficulty slider, which again, I think a lot of us will speculate what it looks like. For those who have been playing other games like Diablo 3 or World of Warcraft, I mean, these are really not something that is rocket science. So, in a sense, it will be a goodbye Omega system. Do let me know as well, please, in the comments box below. What would you be missing most from this one? I think for me, it will be, you know, when I look through the system, I sort of like, I actually take time read those like flavored tags, just to get a little bit aware about some of the other Marvel characters that I may not be aware, and sort of like read a little bit on that. And I thought it was rather fun to pick some of those themes and whatnot. But they'll be gone. And I've always been wondering, there are some that's being unlocked. There'll be like, you know, some that are being locked, and they say that it's going to be unlocked in a later day. But I was wondering, what were they really thinking of, you know, inside those locked kind of content? I don't know. It becomes like a mystery that you know, we'll probably never know. But I think more interestingly so is to look at the veteran versus a new player, because I mean, it is not really a progress wipe, not as well. I mean, you know, not like the unique that's all gone. You have to farm the whole new tier, but it also means that you have to go back to XP grind again. They haven't really talked about the content of what's going to happen in Marvel Hero 2017, and if things as per what we have today, then, you know, all of us will just like doing the same old grind on XP. At least I will on those that reward the best XP. And then I will personally pick infinity system that help me get the most XP, right? I'll go for those like gear. I'll go for those like you know, enchant that give me the best XP, right? So that's what I would probably approach it from that perspective. Although you can always argue that, well, with greater power you can kill things faster. So I don't know. We'll have to see what will go on from here. I think from another point, from a veteran point of view, I think the first thing came to my mind is that I really hate the whole grinding of the Omega system, because, you know, it's like really silly. You try to get to a certain kind of point just to play the content in some way. I never quite enjoyed that. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. Of course, if I were to play this game right now, knowing that I would spend about I have spent about close to 4,000 hours with this game, I think I'll earn a lot, you know, more in terms of infinity point. But right now, of course, there's no point talking about the past. But if you look at Diablo Endgame, I don't know how many of you have seen the Paragon system. So in the Paragon system, they have 4 nooks to it. It's not germs, right? So 4 themes to it. So in Marvel Hero 2017, in the Infinity system, we have mind, power, reality, soul, space, and time. While for Diablo 3, it's basically core, offense, defense, and utility, right? So it's exactly the same, and within which there are nooks. Like here, you have 4 nooks, and in Marvel Heroes, there I think just now you saw about 4 or 5. I can't remember. So it is exactly the same thing as what they have done for, you know, what Diablo 3 has done. I think they're copying that in totality. Maybe there was something different. One of the points could be like infinity, but all in all, I mean, very much the whole system. I mean, for me, I left the game Diablo 3 because I wanted something different. Because I find it's fun too simplistic. I mean, what's there to grind, right? It's just points. Well, I mean, you know, maybe there are more players playing Diablo 3 that they want to attract into the game. And some of you really can't visualize how talent work, I mean, I'll show you a screenshot in World of Warcraft on the left, which I'm playing as well, which is basically it's exactly the same as what Marvel Hero 2017 talents would be like. Within each tier, just pick one, and after that, you know, that will become either a new power or amend your certain power or do something differently, which is exactly the same. So they're copying Blizzard right now. And personal difficulty slider, I'm not really like, you know, looking forward to that as well, because at the end of the day, it'll be the same thing. So here is a screenshot taken from Diablo 3. You know, Diablo 3 has you know, normal, hard, expert, master, torment 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 13 now. Basically, it is just a personal difficulty slider, I think, in a sense. So I will probably see exactly something like that with maybe something different kind of reward and whatnot. But we'll see. I think at the end of the day, you know, looking back, that there are a lot of players playing Diablo 3 compared to some of us playing the Marvel Heroes. So if they change the game to be a clone of Diablo 3 or a Blizzard game, I think they probably can attract more players playing Marvel Heroes, because, you know, become a very familiar, right? You know, you come to a system, it's exactly the same. And with the infinity system, whereby you probably need infinite amount of XP, you probably would, I mean, if those of you who have money, money is not an issue, you probably would buy a lot of booster to get the points faster, right? Of course, you can play hard, but when everything becomes infinity, every bit helps, right? So even if we have booster, it boosts up to, you know, insane amount of XP, you win as well. You get a lot of points. So it become a different game now. I mean, in different game, if you're a veteran of Marvel Heroes, it become something similar if you're playing other games like Diablo 3. So in any case, I'll make another video on my thoughts about this, more deeper thought on this whole entire change coming on board. And I'm very, very keen to hear from you as well, because I think, you know, the reason why I'm playing this game still is because of this wonderful community in YouTube, really. All right, see you next time. Goodbye.